Okay guys, welcome to video number 5 in Fire Your Graphic Designer. This one is called Finding High Quality Images Online. Like I've said before, and like everyone has said before, a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? Pictures, I don't even need to describe them. I don't even need to tell you how powerful they are. Pictures are pictures, right? So, this video, it should be one of the shorter ones. The others have been going on for 20, 30 minutes almost. Do want to give you guys a lot of quality out of this, but this one's going to be a smaller one. And we're going to be looking at, I think, at least 2 websites here where I get my images from. The first of these is my favorite, hands down. It's called Unsplash.com. I mean, I'm thinking of like donating to this website because of how many cool pictures they have. Just like giving him like $100. Like, thank you so much. Is there a donation button on here? I don't even think so. Well, in any case, now when it comes to the pictures here, you're not gonna find as what's it called, iStock photo. You're not gonna find as wide of an array of the kinds of pictures you're looking for. But what I do is I find something that's similar. What do I mean by that? Well, if I come in here like iStock Photo, which is a huge repository of pictures, and I put in businessman, I mean, we got so many pictures here, right? Tons of pictures to choose from, tons and tons. If I come over here and I put in businessman, I might not find anything, or I might. But as you can see, it's a lower number, but the pictures are super high quality. So I might pick something else. I might pick a picture of just a business. So you can compromise and make some certain compromises when you're looking for pictures. You won't always find the exact same picture you're looking for, but it's free, so it works, right? So I would come over here. Let's say, I'm writing a blog post on, whatever, evergreen niches. Why it's good to enter into an evergreen niche so you can always keep making money 24/7, 365. I might come in here and search forest, evergreen forest, right? Tons of pictures, and this website is really good for outdoorsy photos. A lot of the people who upload these pictures, if not all of them, are photographers. So they travel a lot. They go on a lot of explorations. You get a lot of pictures of beaches, a lot of pictures of forests, cityscapes. I mean, look at this beautiful picture of this mountain here. I mean, wow. And this is free for me to use and for you to use. Right? So you get a lot of different pictures of like animals. This one's like a really cool picture. Just different cool stuff. It's not specifically a business photo website, but it is a website with a lot of cool, high quality pictures on there. So, evergreen niches, I come in here, I might take this picture, right? Title my blog post something like, your road to evergreen niche, whatever. Something about an evergreen niche, I pick this picture. Something about, the entrepreneur's struggle of how we have tons of late nights working at a computer. I might come in here and I want a picture of a laptop, just a laptop, open or closed even. Boom, boom. Somebody working on a computer, right? The entrepreneur's struggle, the entrepreneur's journey, right? The importance of reading books. I might come in here with books. Right? Why it's important to read 2 books a week. That might be my blog post. I'll come in here. I might do library. Different stuff. This is really cool, website for high quality pictures. Now here's how you download the pictures. Not that hard. Let's say I'd want to grab this photo. Is this a New York Public Library? I'm not sure. But download, bottom right. Right, this little button here, bottom right, download. We'll click that. Looks like I actually accidentally clicked it twice. Now here's the thing. These pictures are huge. These pictures are huge. Let me show you what I mean. Look up top here. Look at the, oh, it doesn't show the size. 1 second. They changed the way they display the pictures, so it doesn't show the size. But I'll just open it up in Photoshop for you. Let's take a look. So I'll go to image size. This is huge. 4,096 by 2,731 pixels. We do not need a picture that big. That picture that big is also, look at the size, 32 megabytes for a picture. Right? We don't need that. We are not professional photographers. Okay, we don't need that big of a picture. We can do with 1500 width, and it's gonna. We'll get to Photoshop later. But look at the size now, and I can bring that down even more. I can do okay. I can save it as a JPEG. So what I did was I resized it because it's way too big for what we need. So I could say, resized, photo. Save it as a JPEG, and our new size is 1.5 megabytes, and we could reduce that even more. We could get this picture to under a megabyte for a picture, and that's beautiful. You do not want a 35 megabyte picture on your blog, okay? It's 30. Ebooks aren't even 35 megabytes, right? Downloading an ebook, the ebook might not even be that big. You definitely don't need a picture that big for a little image on your blog, right? So you do want to keep that in mind. You do want to resize all these photos. Let's take a look at another website here. This one's owned by Yahoo. They bought them a few years ago. It's called Flickr. Now, another thing, you always want to read the licenses on these websites. It's somewhere on here. Let's see. Made with Unsplash. What is this? Showcasing things being made with Unsplash. Da 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 da. The license, I think it was on here somewhere. FAQ. Look, do I have to give credit to a photographer when I use their photo? The Unsplash license uses the Creative Commons 0 license, which doesn't require credit to be given. However, we encourage giving credit to the photographer if possible, since they generously donated their photographs for use by the public. A simple credit like photo by X with a link back to their Unsplash profile is always appreciated. Can I use Unsplash photos for commercial purposes? Of course. The Unsplash license allows for photographers to blah 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 blah. Right? So these are free to use. These are free to use, right? I mean, can I sell them? Boom boom boom. I mean, you wouldn't be selling these pictures, directly, but you might be selling an ebook that used the picture, right? So always check out the licenses. That's the one thing I'll tell you with these pictures that I'm showing you here. Always read the licenses. Let's go to Flickr.com. Same thing, right? I want a picture of, what do I want a picture of? I want a picture of, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of something specific to see if I can actually pull it up here to show you how many pictures these people have on this website. Let's say I'm writing a dog training book. That's like the most played out example in internet marketing. Dog training, the most played out niche. Everyone uses an example with something to do with dog training, but let's try pet dog. Pet dog. First thing I want to do, any license? No. I want commercial use and mods allowed. Modification means, okay, check this out. Open a new tab. Now, a lot of these pictures are going to vanish because a lot of these do not have the licenses that allows you to commercially use and modify these. But we are safe by using these pictures because I just sorted them. These are good to go. Now, why am I? Before I get to that, let me show you what I mean by modification. Modification means, let's say this picture was just this dog without this text, and I added this text on. You just modified that picture. So you want pictures that allow you to modify them. Okay? Why do we care so much about this? Well, because I've read several articles. I've never had it happen to me specifically. And again, admittedly, these are the minority of the time this happens, but they can sue you if you use their pictures. And again, most times they'll hit you with a cease and desist. Most times they'll hit you with a letter. But I've read a few horror stories of, I mean, this blogger, I think she used an image on her website and she got sued for a lot of money, right? So we're covering our butts here by making sure we know the licensing to these photos. We're covering our butts, so that's why we're going out of our way to use commercial use and mods allowed pictures. Now, here's the thing: have we all, in some time, at some point in our lives, used a picture we didn't have the license to? Of course, this is the internet, right? But it's and again, I'm not a lawyer, but this is through my reading, through my covering my own butt. What I do, I always go out of my way to read the licensing, and then I know, okay, cool. I found this on this website, and I can use the licensing how I want. I can use the picture how I want because of the license, okay? So whenever I come to Flickr, always sort it by commercial use and mods allowed, okay? Now we have dogs here, cute dogs, right? We can grab one of these pictures. Let's say my blog post is on, how to train your, I think this is a poodle. How to train your poodle to do whatever. I'll come here. Now, you want to read the rights. Just because they say you can commercially use it and modify it doesn't mean you don't have to give credit. So you still have to give credit. So let's see. You are free to share, adapt, blah, 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 blah. Attribution. You must give appropriate credit, provide a link to the license, and indicate if changes were made. You may do so in any reasonable manner, but not in any way that suggests the licensor endorses you or your use. Pretty straightforward. If I were to use this website, you could just link at the end of your product, dog photo by blah, blah, blah. Super simple. It doesn't mean you have to say it on the photo, blah, blah, blah. No, you can actually, I can put it all the way to the end of this PowerPoint in an attribution page, on an attributes page, and I can just say photo by Dave.c, link back to his Flickr page. I throw in the modifications made, added text to photo, blah, blah, blah. Super simple. What are we doing here? We're covering our butts, right? So when Dave, and again, this almost never happens, but if Dave were to come to us like, hey, dude, you're using my picture, and you didn't give any, credit, I'll say, no, actually, Dave, I threw it at the end of the presentation, blah, blah, blah. We just covered our butts. We are following the rules. We are good to go. Downloading a picture from Flickr.com, not that hard. Right here, bottom right, download. I tend to do large. Again, original. Look at how huge this is. Kind of with Unsplash. The same thing with Unsplash. These are some big pictures. These are pictures to be used by photographers, right? These are pictures to be used by, graphic designers and that kind of stuff. So they need some really big pictures and they need a lot of stuff to work with. I'll do large. I might do original and size this down to like 2000 by something. But, large, boom, boom, right there. Right there. Now that picture's on my computer. Now we can go to work with this picture. I can do all kinds of stuff with this picture, right? So let's see if there's anything left in this video. Like I told you, this one was going to be a short one. Nope, that's about it. That's where we're going to be using, those are the sites I use to find my pictures, most of my pictures. This has been video number 5, working with images, finding images online. I will see you in video number 6, where we start to get our hands dirty. And we're going to be learning how you can design an ebook cover in Photoshop. This is Fire Your Graphic Designer. I'm Rohan. See you in the next video.